Hey, well, hello everyone. This is Dr. Mike Chiu, a physical therapist. Hey, today we've got a special guest. Her name is Rossana Datuin. She's our physical therapist here at Highland or here in Jackson area. We'll be back in a few seconds. Okay.
HelloNote is a truly therapist-friendly practice management solution with integrated EMR that will enhance workflow, efficiency, and patient care. HelloNote reduces error and allows you to spend more time with your patients. It comes integrated with billing. Claims are generated once a note is completed. You can bill with one click and a patient portal, which streamlines the patient intake process. Beautifully engineered and cloud-based for easy accessibility, the software works on all platforms. You can access patient records from anywhere. We also offer 24/7 support. HelloNote is the practice management solution that you're looking for.
Hello, we are back. Hey, check out hellonote.com. We use that in our documentation system. Rosanna uses it. I use it here in our clinic. But without further ado, let's go ahead and bring in and introduce Rosanna. Rosanna is our physical therapist here at Jackson. She's been working with us for a while, and then she quit, and then came back, and now she's back. And without further ado, let's go ahead and bring in Rosanna. Rosanna, could you please tell us again who you are, what you do, and tell us where you're from, sister?
Hello, everyone. I'm actually Maria Rossana Datuin. I'm originally from the Philippines, just like Dr. Mike. I graduated physical therapy at Emilio Aguinaldo College in Manila in 1992. So yes, of course, if you count, I've been practicing for 30 plus years. So I'm old.
1992? I wasn't even born yet.
Oh, shucks. But so if you can count, I've been working 30 plus years. It's been a journey, but it's helped me to grow mentally, physically, to be able to perform my job well. I did work a little bit in the Philippines before I left because I got here in America in December 1993. So
1993?
Yep.
I haven't even
I was-
finished high school then.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, I was in the air flying into my brother who lives in Oklahoma New Year's Eve.
Wow.
So
Those were the days, right?
yeah, snow and everything in Wichita, Kansas. So my brother picked us up, and I was fortunate enough that my mom came with me because I was the baby of the family. She was worried, even though my brother was picking me up. And she stayed for a little bit, and then I took my boards, and then I practiced here in Tennessee. I did practice a couple of months in Illinois, but Illinois was too cold for me in the winter. So
Is it
yes.
colder than here?
Mm-hmm.
Well, they call it the Windy City.
Yeah.
Well, so from December of '93, you came here and then you moved. So what settings did you work in before?
I've worked in a lot of settings. I first started, like I said, I worked in Illinois for a little bit with rehab. And then I came, and my brother said, if you don't want, Illinois, do you want to stay in Oklahoma? I said, no, Oklahoma is too flat. And plus, I want to stay away, we're a close-knit family in the Philippines, if you know how Filipinos are. Sometimes my sister got married, she still lived with us with her kids, but I wanted to be, independent. And so when I passed the boards, there are certain states only that would credit my passing score because back then it was not what do you call this?
Standardized
national test that you can work anywhere. Back then in the early 90s, you only get to work where your score is acceptable. So I said,
those were the days, right?
I know. So I was, I think, 5 states. It was because I took the boards in Indiana. So Indiana, I think Maryland, Arkansas, Mississippi, and Tennessee. So I said Tennessee. And I like it here because it's pretty, especially in the fall with all the flowers blooming. I mean, the leaves turning, and then in spring, it's so pretty. And I've been here since 1995.
1995.
I started in East Tennessee. I went to Middle Tennessee. Now I'm in West Tennessee because I used to travel. I started working in a nursing home after the rehab in Illinois, nursing home, and then assisted living, and then home health. I went back to nursing home, and then I went to skilled nursing, and then outpatient. I've done everything.
What's your favorite setting?
I can't really say because I love all of it.
Mm.
Like in the nursing home, they come in, they just get out of the hospital, they can get out of bed, and when you see them after a couple of weeks, they're going home. That's just so fulfilling that you help somebody get to go home after being hospitalized
That's
and
true.
weak and can get out of bed.
Mm.
And then in outpatient, it's fulfilling too because they come here with pain, weakness also, and then when they get discharged, they don't have pain, and then you get close to the patients more in outpatient.
Mm-hmm.
In the nursing home, you do too, but after they go home, that's it. They forget about you. But at the outpatient, sometimes you see them out there, like at Walmart or anywhere, a
Mm-hmm.
store. They remember you because you treated them and got their pain better. So,
Yeah. Well, I did hospital too, but that is the less. I mean, I'm not going to say enjoyable, but that is the less contact I've seen with the patient. I can't even remember who the patients are in the hospital,
yeah,
and because
because
they're only there for like 2 or 3 days,
2 days, yeah.
and then they're gone.
Mhm.
Nursing home, you get to create a relationship, because they're there for like 90 days. But you're correct. Here at outpatient, especially in rehab, we keep the patient longer because of the maintenance program that we do. So we create a long lasting relationship here at outpatient. So 95, you moved here. Were you already married then?
No, no.
So you
I
met
was
your husband
single.
here?
No. He was just a friend in the Philippines. I was
Mm-hmm.
dating somebody else when I came
Mm-hmm.
here, but he couldn't stand long distance. And my husband was just a friend then, but I
Mm-hmm.
didn't know that he liked me. So
Oh, he got me.
1997, I
Mm-hmm.
went home for the first time. And that's when he told me, he said, I really like you. Can we start dating? I said, I'm going back to the US. And he said, I don't
Yeah.
want to happen again what happened with the ex, but he said, I'm not him.
Mm-hmm.
So I said, okay, let's do this. I don't,
Wow.
But then that was 1997 May. We dated, and then 1999 January,
Mm-hmm.
my dad passed away.
No.
So I had to go home,
Mm-hmm.
and he was there the whole time
Mm.
by me, supporting me, because it was hard. I haven't been home since 95. I only went home 97, and then my dad passed away. I remember in 97 when we were dating, my dad would be like, "Where are you going?" And here I am, 25 years old, 26, and he's still, because I'm the baby. So
Mm-hmm.
he'd be like, he was so strict, and my then
Was he in the
boyfriend.
military?
No,
No.
well, he used to be, but yeah, it's just that I'm the baby.
Mm-hmm.
So, he's according to him. And I was tomboyish, so he
Mm-hmm.
didn't really think I would start dating because he was like my third boyfriend. The other two boyfriends didn't last too long.
Mm-hmm.
So he was my husband now, was like the
So how many
fourth,
kids do you
fourth.
have now? Are your kids born here?
Yeah, they were born because what
Mm-hmm.
happened was, so after my dad passed away, I was about to come back to the US and I didn't want to come back because I know I was going to leave my family
Uh-huh.
again. I'm going to come here all by myself again. It was
Mm-hmm.
like an awakening again because it was
Mm-hmm.
hard when I first came here by myself, even though my brother's here, but it was hard.
Mm-hmm.
The culture's different and all that. And then
Mm-hmm.
when I came home for my dad's funeral, I didn't want to come back. And my
Mm-hmm.
mom said, "Well, you need to go back. You have a job there and all that." And he said, and
It's the
that
future, right?
yeah, and he wanted to come here too. So before I left, he proposed.
Mm-hmm.
And in the Philippines, there's this custom, and
Mm-hmm.
when a immediate family passes away, you can't get married within a year.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know if you, but that's the,
Well,
but
I'm too young to remember
oh
that.
shush. But my mom understood. I wasn't getting any younger. I was almost 30 back then, and
Mm-hmm.
she said, "Should be fine. We'll
Mm-hmm.
pray that your dad has met him, that when you were dating, when you came home, it should be fine. So if you want
Mm-hmm.
to get married." And so I came back here. My mom helped him prepare everything, and I went back in May. So January, my dad passed away in May. I came back home and married him.
Mm-hmm.
And then I had a lawyer that was helping me with my green card, and he said, "Just come on back and we'll fix his papers." And I said, "I don't want to come back without him."
Mm-hmm.
That's why I didn't want to come back the first time anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So I waited with him. My employer was nice enough. She was Filipino.
Mm-hmm.
She understood. So every time we would go to the embassy, they would only do the petition for a spouse every Monday. And you have to fall in line. If you don't make it to that line, you have to come back. So I was there for 3 months.
Mhm.
till we finally came to the US in July. I remember my husband remembers, they, every time we talked about it, that when he came to the US is around that time JFK Jr. passed away in that airplane where
Mhm.
when he died. Because that was the talk of the town when he came. And then so we married there. I brought him here. He couldn't work for a year because his visa is dependent on my visa,
Mhm.
which is a working visa still. But then after a year, we filed through my lawyer. We became permanent resident in I can't remember now. And then we had a child when she was a month old. We were in Middle Tennessee. When she was a month old, we moved here to Jackson. So we've
Mhm.
been here since 2001.
Mhm.
And then my other daughter was born here in 2004, and they're all grown up. My oldest one's gonna be 26 this year, and then my little one's gonna be 22. So one is in grad school, one is in college. So one more year, my little one, and I can breathe easy.
Well, you know what? Speaking of that, we as immigrants, we have our own individual stories to share, and
Mhm.
it's really very hard,
Oh yeah.
to move from a country where you don't even speak the language. We probably know, we speak in the Philippines, we
Mhm.
speak, English
Mhm.
there, but not as fluent like Americans did.
Mhm.
Or we probably know yes or no, basics of it, but it's hard, and then learning new culture, right?
Mhm.
Being culture shocked, especially probably in the 90s, it's
Oh
different,
yeah.
especially here in Tennessee. And then the task of taking the board exam,
Yep.
right? Thinking about your visa.
I
You
was just
may,
telling them at lunch today when I took my boards, I couldn't sleep that night. I was
hmm
so stressed
yeah.
that I barely made it. I was so sleepy taking the board exam. So,
hmm
mm.
yeah. Well, I failed my first board exam here because I only had like a 3-day visit visa.
Oh wow,
So I came here,
took the boards
took the board, and left. I mean, let's imagine, there was no, I
preparation.
mean, I prepared, I reviewed, but coming in here, I didn't know where to stay.
Oh wow.
There was no Uber then. You had to
Hmm.
flag a taxi, and then there was internet, but you
And
have
then
to
you don't
go.
have maps. I remember
Yeah,
when we were here, if we want to go on vacation, we have to print out MapQuest
yeah, yeah.
to
It's
tell us which
yeah,
interstate, where to exit. Now you can have it on your
yeah.
phone, the map.
Thank
You're
you for
there.
sharing your experience there. In your transition. So now that you're here in Jerryhab, what's your favorite cases to treat? Back pain, hip pain, and stuff like that.
Everything, everything. I'm
Everything,
not
but
choosy because
not choosy.
that's why I was gonna tell you when you
Mm-hmm.
asked me which is the best setting for you. It's
Mm-hmm.
different because that's why it's funny. If you look at my resume, I know 30 plus years, but compared to my brother who's only worked in two places and he's worked 40 plus years more
Mm-hmm.
than me, he's been at this job for 30 plus years.
Is
Mine,
he
I've
also a
been jumping.
therapist or a physician?
Yeah, he's a physical therapist in
Oh,
Oklahoma.
okay.
But my resume is long because, well, I don't know, you probably know this in the nursing home, we're not directly hired, we're contract.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So sometimes the nursing home, after a year, this contract ends, they hired another contract company. So
Mm-hmm.
my resume is so different, so many names in there. But like I
Mm-hmm.
said, I like all the settings because it makes my brain work.
Mm-hmm.
Because like here, you can do the stroke patients here in outpatient, but not like in skilled that they just got out of the hospital. So if they're paralyzed on one side, it's totally different. Because by the
Mm-hmm.
time they come to outpatient, they have a little bit of strength, but they're in skilled, it's totally gone.
That's true.
So
That's true. All right.
so
Any last parting wisdom for those people who are watching? Wisdom in life and everything that you can share.
uh, life is good.
Mm-hmm.
I know we go through journeys and problems and what do you call this situations, but to me, God is always the answer. I'm
Mm-hmm.
a very Christian. I follow as much as I can what I'm taught in school, what I'm taught at church. Um, like they said, when a door closes, a window opens.
Mm-hmm.
So don't give up. That's just how it is, especially in the Philippines. We were born and raised there. It's hard there. Here, it's a little bit better. It's hard too, but it's not as bad. That's why I hate to say it, but that's why a lot of Filipinos migrate somewhere for a better life
Mm-hmm.
because the Philippines, even though it's progressing, it's still hard to be a physical therapist there because there's not a lot of hospitals there to work for, just like nurses. every year, every school graduates a bunch of nurses, and they don't
Mhm.
have a choice but to go to another country, and
Mhm.
that's hard. Moving to another country by yourself, and back then, even before then, sometimes therapists have families and they have to leave them behind.
Yeah, I had
Little
to leave.
little kids,
Yeah,
yeah, you
yeah.
left your kids behind. I was lucky. I was single.
I didn't want to take them anymore.
Yeah, not
Well,
like me. I was
yeah.
single. I enjoyed, you can only actually work as a working visa here for 6 years. After that, you have to decide if you want
Hmm.
to do a permanent resident or go back home.
Hmm.
But, 6 years, it tells you, it's better here. You know what they say, greener pasture, you earn more. That's just how it is. We're still talking about, I'm almost there on my retirement. 5 more years, hopefully.
You don't look like.
Thank you. But I'll be 57 in July. I don't mind saying my age because I'm proud to be, turning 57. Even
There
though I
you
have so many medical issues, but with the job we have, it's so fulfilling to help people. So,
Amen. What kind of profession where you can find that you're helping people at the same time making a little bit of money? So
mhm,
thank you, Rosanna, for answering the call.
mhm.
Again, thank you very much for your time. Appreciate you. You can go ahead and go back and see your patients, but just kidding. But before I let you go, always remember the word fast, FAST. Letter F. Find people that will bring out the best in you because you are the average of the 5 people you hang out with. So today I hang out with Rosanna. I feel like I want to go back to the Philippines, right?
Yep.
Next letter is letter A. Take action. All this stuff that we're doing is not going to do you good. It's not even going to do Rosanna good if you don't take action. Take action. If you need physical therapy, reach out to Rosanna. Reach out to us here in our location here in Highland. And then next letter is letter S. Share and subscribe. The more shares, the better. And then last but not least is letter T is teach it. Why? Because when you hear it, you forget. When you see it, you remember. But when you're actually teaching it, you're actually understanding it more. Again, thank you very much, Jerry Hab friends and Facebook and YouTube. We will appreciate you. We'll see you in the next episode of our Jerry Hab Show.
HelloNote is a truly therapist-friendly practice management solution